Hello, and welcome to Our Lady of Bethesda's pre-retreat technical help session. First of all, we would like to thank you for signing up to join us for spiritual exercises. We understand that navigating this virtual world can be tricky, that learning how to sort through all of the different links and meeting platforms can be a daunting task. So we are here and we would just like to help you as best we can through the process. Now, first of all, if you are viewing this video, then you have found and made it to the retreat webpage. So you have conquered the first hurdle. On this webpage, you will also see that the materials for you to download for the weekend are available. You will want to download those and print them in order to work off of. You will also find the links to sign up for spiritual direction, the schedule for the weekend, as well as the links to join the spiritual exercises meeting each day, and the link to download Zoom if you have not yet used it before. Now, if this is your first time using Zoom, you will want to follow that link to download Zoom. It will take you to zoom.us. Once there, you will want to download Zoom client meeting is what the link will say. You will want to sign up for a free account. Now, when signing up for the free account, it will say that there is a 40-minute time limit on meetings of more than 2 people. However, that time limit only applies to the host account. So just know that the free account is all that you need in order to attend spiritual exercises. Our host account is a pro account and therefore does not have a time limit on the meetings. So the free account is all that you need to sign up for. Once you have downloaded Zoom and signed up for an account, on the day of the event, of the retreat, you will want to sign into your Zoom account and then come back to this webpage and click the link to join the meeting for that day. Once you have joined, we recommend that you join the meeting at least 10 to 15 minutes early, just to make sure that all of the technology is set up right and working for you, and that you're able to see and hear, and then also that you are able to settle in and get in the right mindset and get focused for the first talk. So we do recommend that you join early. Now, upon joining, you will find that your microphone is muted and disabled, meaning that you will not be able to unmute yourself. Now, we have put this in place to minimize distractions for the other participants on the spiritual exercises retreat. And out of respect for the speaker and for the priest, so that way their voice is the one that everybody is hearing. You will see that in your lower left-hand corner, you will know that you are muted because you will see a microphone icon in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. If you move your arrow across, or your cursor across your screen, it will say muted and that microphone will show up red for you. Now, beside that, there is a stop video or start video option. Now, we have the default settings to be that your video will be on. However, you will be able to control turning that on or off. We ask that you, and we prefer that you leave your video on. That is so that way the priests and the speakers can receive that non-verbal feedback from you and see who they are speaking to. However, that control is up to you. So if you do want to stop your video, or if you need to check if your video is on or off, just know that that is shown in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Beside that muted microphone, you will see either stop or start video. Now, when your video is on, we ask that for your sake and for the sake of the other participants, that you minimize distractions behind and around you, whether that be just movement or a distracting background. We just want to keep those distractions at a minimum. Another Zoom tip is that you will want to be in speaker view during the retreat. So in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you will see the option to be in either speaker or gallery view. So when you move your cursor across your screen, those options will appear and you will want to be in speaker view. You will notice that gallery view looks a bit like the opening to the Brady Bunch. You will see a grid of multiple participants, right, and a small video of each one. That is great for large conversations. However, for the sake of spiritual exercises, we would like you focused in on the priest and the speaker, so you will want to be in speaker view. And as I said before, you can do that by clicking on speaker view in the upper right hand corner of your screen. Now, if you move your cursor over your screen, you will see several buttons and controls at the bottom of your screen. One, aside from those that we've already mentioned that you may use, is the chat option. So if you click on the chat option now, you will see that it opens a chat box. In the chat box, you have the option to send messages to either everyone or a specific participant. Now, we in the past have seen the chat box be useful for small technical issues such as loss of sound, which can be caused by your volume simply being down, or forgetting how to turn on and off video. The chat box can be helpful for those issues. We have also seen participants use the chat to help each other out on a missed point or perhaps a missed gospel that the father had mentioned. So the chat can be useful for those things. However, we do ask that you keep use of the chat to a minimum. We would like to reduce distractions during spiritual exercises, and you will notice that when the chat is used, everybody gets a notification, right, when a chat comes in. So we do want to keep the chat to a minimum if possible. Now, God willing, there will not be any technical issues or connection issues during the retreat. However, if your video or sound begins to start lagging the longer that you have been on, we have found it useful and helpful to leave and re-enter the meeting. Now, if you want to do this, just know that you can re-enter using the same link that you used originally via the web page. So you can leave the video using the red Leave Meeting button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and then re-enter the same way you originally did. So do not fear if your video is lagging and you need to leave for some reason, or if you get bumped off the call, or if your computer dies, just know that you can re-enter the call or the meeting using the original links that you did via the web page for that day. Now, all of these tips and tricks that I have shared with you are specific to when you join from a computer or a desktop or laptop computer. But we do know that some of you may be joining us via a phone or a tablet. So we have linked some of Zoom's resources about joining from those devices to this page. So feel free to watch those if you are joining us via some other form of technology. I hope that this video has been helpful. I thank you for watching it. I thank you for your patience with us during this transition over to a virtual spiritual exercises. And most importantly, on behalf of Our Lady of Bethesda, I thank you for joining us for spiritual exercises. God bless.